Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from RealityArtPod here to give my player rankings from week 12 of Big Brother 26. As always, these rankings are based on where things stand in the game and how I feel the players are doing as of the end of the Thursday night episode. So spoiler warning is in effect. I will be talking about the 13th evicted houseguest. Before I dive in, I put a link in the description to my playlist where you can catch up on my previous recaps and rankings. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. But let's dive into it. So we lose Rubina here, who I believed was Chelsea's most formidable opponent in the game. I feel like she was most likely to cut Chelsea at Final 3, which she was pretty open to us and McKenzie about throughout the week. Logically, McKenzie should have kept Rubina, but Chelsea got to work early on McKenzie, convincing her to keep Cam. Rubina waited until Wednesday to campaign, and while she made all the right points and had a rational argument, she was just too late and should have been laying the groundwork sooner and playing the game. For those reasons, she ends up here in 4th place. Let's get into the finalist rankings. In 3rd, I have McKenzie, who last week was 4th. I really flip-flopped between she and Cam for this spot. She's just so bad at the game and comes into this week at risk of being evicted. Cam nearly wins the veto and claims he would have evicted McKenzie, though I think Chelsea probably could have talked him out of it. The jury seems to respect her story and how many competitions she's won, but she really fumbled this yet again by letting Chelsea get in her head and convince her that Cam is a better person to take with her over Rubina, who was promising to take her to Final 2. McKenzie's path to winning would be winning part 3 and evicting Chelsea, but she's been pretty dedicated to Chelsea against her better judgment for weeks now, and has shown no indication that she would actually cut Chelsea, despite everybody telling her that she would lose to Chelsea. So impending losing awaits our girl, I fear. In 2nd, I have Cam, who last week was 3rd. He came into this week targeting McKenzie, but yet again flounders in both competitions. I was tempted to put him in 3rd because the jury seems pretty low on him, and I think that they discount him a bit. They question if he's a D1 athlete and judge him for losing competitions. He maybe can win if he cuts Chelsea, but I only have him higher than McKenzie because at least he's thought about cutting Chelsea, and he told McKenzie that he would take her to Final 2. So based on that fact, he could see the light and make a good game move. He could, but he probably won't. So he's here at number 2. In 1st, I'm putting Chelsea, who won this Final 4 HOH, and as the front runner, that was good for her because it protects her from getting sniped out of the game and stalls the other house guests from really thinking about her too hard. Not only has she controlled McKenzie's HOHs, but she manages to get into McKenzie's head and control her veto decision too, convincing MJ to evict Rubina, which was only good for Chelsea. I can pretty confidently say that Chelsea is the winner at this point. Firstly, I think she'll be in part 3 of the HOH competition, and she's really good at those booth competitions, so she's just most likely to be the final HOH in general, and if she does that, she just wins. Even if she somehow doesn't win, she still deserves to be number 1 in this ranking for just playing yet another great week of strategy in an otherwise really boring and uneventful endgame. She's set herself up with 2 players who are likely to take her to the end, and the only way she loses is if either of those 2 people beat her and take her out, because they should take her out. But I'm heading into this finale rooting for her. I think she deserves it. She's worked really hard and would be a good winner of this season. So those are my rankings for week 12. Let me know in the comments what your rankings are. Sorry the video is not longer, but there's only 3 people. We've made it so far. Planning for the future, I'll be back Sunday to recap the finale, and next Thursday, I'm back with my post-season player rankings. Always controversial. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Until then, have a nice weekend. Bye.